negative to death tonight. The town I grew up in is full of folks from humble means. Small town people with small town values. Those who are enriched by relationships, enriched by each other. And even though we may not have great means in terms of finances, we may not have great means in terms of property and wealth, we cherish our lives, we cherish our relationships, and we cherish our family. And growing up in an amazing town like Panama, Oklahoma, and the experience that I had there, one of the things that we didn't have for a long, long time, for decades, even generations, is we didn't have our folk hero. We had each other. We had aspirations of trying to be the best successes that we could possibly be. And that means the upper middle class in the place where I grew up is going to work at a place like Whirlpool or Valdor. If you're extremely lucky, you got to work at the coal plant, the AES plant outside of Panama, and it was one of the greatest honors, and we were all proud of who we are. But there was a gentleman that came to our town from California, parts unknown. And he came, and he was a success on the playing field as a Razorback. I'm so proud that he was a success on the Legion field across this entire region. He was a success for our beloved ambassador and our hero, Coach Mark Pollard. He went on to Southeastern. He went on to the minor leagues and set records. He went on to the big leagues. And those things you heard about a few minutes ago from Coach Flores, those are important things. But let me tell you what happened. As Jeff Frye lived and as Jeff Frye succeeded, the world in my little town changed. Because those dreams and aspirations that were somewhat limited for generations became unlimited. Because we had our hero. Because we had the person who broke every barrier, who dreamed the impossible dream, and who did the things to create the giants' shoulders for all of us to stand on. I remember that my uncle was not only a Little League coach in my hometown, but he was also the president of the Little League Association in Panama, Oklahoma. And for years, he cut a deal with a local pet shop. You've never heard this story, but he cut a deal with a local pet shop. And for years, he had every kid, Laura I know was participating, he said every kid in the entire region walking around in the fields, out by ponds, trying to pick up turtles. You saw Panama kids with turtles in boxes. And the deal that my uncle cut for the Panama Little League is that he would sell these turtles that these kids would go collect day after day after day in the spring and the summer. And they'd bring these turtles and we would go sell them. And he would take that money and he would buy tickets to go see our hero. Our living embodiment of what dreams can be. Our living embodiment of what can happen when someone dares to take the chance and step outside of the box and change the reality. People like me would ride the bus routes home after school, and as quick as we could get there, we would take our gloves and put them on the handlebars of our bikes. I know that some of my 99 team knows what I'm talking about. You put your glove in your handlebars of your bike, and we would go as fast as we could to the sand lot that later became the Barbara Lockerbie Field. It was kind of a prized possession in my hometown. And we would climb the fences, and we would hit balls and play until it was so dark that you could not see anymore. We weren't Babe Ruth. We weren't Hank Aaron. We were Jeff Frye. All of us. We were Jeff Frye. And when we got on our bikes and we rode home after dark, we held our heads high with pride because we knew that one of us had made it. And it opened the doors for each and every one of us. So things changed as Jeff Frye flourished and became the legend that we all know today. Kids in our hometown changed. They began to be more involved in school. They began to be more involved in the classroom. They had dreams and aspirations that they could go to college and actually be college athletes because our folk hero had done it and set the bar high. So tonight, as we get to honor our amazing hero, Jeff Frye, as a Carver State College Viking, I have to take privilege for just a minute to say on behalf of kids all over Southeast Oklahoma and all over this great state that we love, thank you for daring us to dream and giving us a cause to reach for the stars. You did that, and we're so thankful you're here with us. So without any further ado, please welcome Jeff Frye.